Hi, I'm Armand. This is Cherie, and welcome to Quality Time. And today we're going to be talking about the shifts of life. You know, sometimes God is always trying to prepare you for the changes and the shifts that you would go through. A shift is simply when you go from one place to another, just like you driving a car, a stick shift, and it can transition. You can go forward, backwards, and that's the way life is. Things happen where you go through different shifts. So I want to hit three key points about the shifts of life. Sri, what are the first thing that we have for shifts of life?
Okay, the shift of direction.
Yeah, the shifts of direction. What is that?
It's a movement from one place to another that causes relocation.
Now, the shifts of direction, it's a movement from one place, from relocation from one place to another. Now, in these different shifts, I want you to think about family. I want you to think about your friends, your homes, relationships, marriage. Each one of these categories go through different shifts of life. And so with the shifts of direction, sometimes when you're in your life and you're going through things, the direction can shift. You can find yourself heading in different directions. These are things that you didn't bring on yourself. These are things around you where your life just shift and things
can't control it.
Yeah, just change. And then your life will head in different directions. You ever feel like you're heading in the right direction, the wrong direction? These are the shifts. Life, let me tell you something, life can shift on you.
Yes, it can.
Life can change on you at a drop of a dime. And these are things people don't tell you. So we just want to try to refresh you with these things and open your eyes up to the shifts of life. It's definitely one of them is direction.
Absolutely.
Where am I going? What are we doing? What am I doing with my life? Am I heading the right way?
Right. Should I be heading this direction?
Should our marriage be heading the right direction? Or my career? Is this the right college? And then it goes up and down. Those are the shifts that affects the direction of your life. What is number two? What do we have here?
A family shift.
Family shift. I like that one. What do we have there? Go ahead.
It's a sudden loss or a sudden gain within the family.
Within the family. See, your family also go through a shift. Now, this is something that you can't control. Once again, this is a family shift. It affects you because you're connected to the family. It's a gain or a loss. Sometimes you have a baby, a brand new baby.
Yes.
That's a shift. Oh, what a shift.
It's wonderful, but it can be stressful.
Yes, it can.
And cause a shift in the family.
Amen to that. I remember when Alice was born. I was young, boy, I'm telling you. Then when he came, that changed my whole life. Oh my God. To find out that I'm going to be a father.
It's so wonderful.
And so that affected me, my mother, my brother, your mother, your father. And that's a family shift. And also another shift that affects family when you lose a loved one.
Absolutely.
Listen, this is a tough conversation to talk about. You don't really want to deal with even just talking about losing a loved one. You don't want to think about that, but those are some things that when you lose someone, it'll cause.
I'm sure we've all lost someone.
Yes, it'll cause a major shift in your life. All the loved ones that I lost, it caused me to. People don't talk about the type of mourning that you go through. There's this mourning process that you need to go through. There's a shift. There's a change that's taking place. It's totally out of your control. See, God knows that whatever you're getting ready to go through, that you can handle it.
But I feel like God is always preparing you for it, though.
Yeah,
there are some signs that you don't realize are signs until after that person is gone.
And you have to learn, who am I now that this person is gone? Now that I lost my child.
That's good.
I lost my mother. I lost my father. That is a shift. See, because things is not always going to be the same.
Not at all.
Life changes on you.
Absolutely.
And so you have to, how do you prepare for that? How do you prepare for losing a loved one? How do you prepare for, my God, this person is no longer here? I guess there's
really no way to prepare for it. You just have to make sure that you are connected to God. And when that shift happens, make sure that you go to God immediately. I know when I lost my sister, I was like, Lord, what is this? So, and he gave me peace and he gave me comfort during that time.
And you have to have enough strong people around you. You have to have a support system to take you through those shifts of life. And it may not be your loved one, it may be someone else. But it causes a change. Even a newborn baby or losing a loved one. We have to call those are the family shifts. What's number 3? What we have here?
Attitude shift.
Oh, wow. Now, this particular shift, the first shift is the thing that happens on the outside. And family, you connect it to that shift. It's out of your control. But this attitude shift is something that takes place where?
Something within you.
It is something within you has to what?
That changes either for the worse or for the better.
Yes, it matters how you respond.
Absolutely.
It matters how you, to every action.
There's a reaction.
There's a reaction. And so there's a shift that takes place on the inside. This is when you ask somebody, how you doing? And all of a sudden, they acting weird, acting different. That's a change.
We call it acting funny.
Yeah. What's wrong with you? Let me tell you something. There's this shift that can take place on the inside of you. It can either be negative or it can even be positive. And see, when you make up your mind, that's when the atmosphere will shift. You can shift the atmosphere with your attitude.
Absolutely.
So if you can shift the atmosphere to negative, you can just take your mind and say, let's shift this thing to positive. It matters your attitude. You can just walk in the room. You ever had somebody just walk in the room and they're just so happy? They can shift the whole atmosphere. That's power in your attitude. And so when you get a new job, that's a thing that takes place on it. That's the excitement. And vice versa, when you lose a job.
Right.
Somebody come home, dad is not going to be the same. He's going through an attitude shift. That's the shift that you change from one person to another person, and this shift takes place on the inside. Mm-hmm. It is called influence. You have the power to influence people with your attitude shift. It's powerful.
It is, whether negative or positive.
Whether negative, I agree with that. It does not change. Listen, a shift does not change the plan and the purpose that God has for your life. Just because you're going through these shifts, God has not changed his mind. Listen, heaven is not surprised that you lost your job. Heaven is not thrown off because now you just got married.
We think God is surprised when stuff like that happens.
And he understands. See, God already sees the things going to happen. He just wants you to stay connected to him. You just got to be able to watch what's taking place on the inside. Some things are definitely out of your control. Why do we try to control situations?
Because we like to feel like that we're in control.
Yeah, we want to just control everything. The only thing you can control is you.
Yeah, some people are more controlling than others.
Yes, trying to control people. Stop trying to control people. Trying to control. I wish I could bring them back. Or why did I get pregnant during this time? Or
I learned that early.
Yes.
You cannot control anybody but you. So once I realized that, then I just control me, and I've been a much happier person.
Yes. You're in charge of the shift that takes place on the inside of you. The only thing you can shift is your attitude and how you respond to it. You can choose to be positive
or negative,
or you can choose to be negative. And if you don't watch that shift, that personal shift, I like that one, that internal shift on the inside, you can destroy your family, you can destroy your relationships, it can affect your job if you don't watch the shift that takes place on the inside. And so get ready for the shifts of life. I want to tell you, things will not always be the same. Things change all the time. We are living in a changing society. Everything must change. But I got good news for you today. There's one thing that don't change, and that's God.
God never changes.
He remains the same. I'm so glad that he stays the same. He said, I'm the same yesterday and tomorrow. Today, tomorrow, he's still the same God. Always. You go over his house, he's still the same God. He's still right there on the throne. He's doing the same thing. And we got to learn to trust God when we're going through the shifts of life.
Yes.
I hope we have blessed you with this quality time. Just inbox, say something, leave some comments at the bottom, and let us know what you think. God bless.